Hi, I'm Millie. Welcome back to Live It Up with Mills. I do videos on beauty, fashion and lifestyle. If you're new here and if you like my content, please do consider subscribing to my channel. Now today I wanted to do a very quick and easy summer makeup look which would also be heat and sweat proof. Now I live in a very hot and humid climate and summers are definitely not the best time to put on a lot of makeup and cake up my face. So if you are interested, please keep watching. This is the look which I intend to achieve today. It has been achieved using very few makeup items and even fewer makeup tools. So this is the look. You can take a closer look. It's got a little pop of color and it's got very simple makeup otherwise. So without further ado, let's jump into today's video. So let's get started. I'll start off with some primer. Now I'm going to use the e.l.f. matte putty primer. My face is already moisturized and I have applied sunscreen. I'm going to apply primer primarily at the areas where I tend to sweat a lot. So the T-zone, and I have combination skin. So my T-zone gets really oily. Also I have a lot of open pores around the T-zone. So I'm going to nicely cover up that area. Some on the forehead. So you'll instantly notice once you apply this that your pores are kind of reduced and your T-zone looks brighter. Okay, once I am done with this, I will move on straight to a foundation. Now you may avoid a foundation and just do a look with concealer, but I prefer to use a foundation because I feel it's faster and easier. So I am using the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. This is one of my favorite foundations and shaking it well. Just to show, I'm taking like one pump like this and another pump like this. So like two little dots. It's like two half pumps, so you can take one full pump. I have already wet my beauty blender. I'm dabbing it and kind of going all over my face. I'll blend it well later on. I'm just quickly covering up the entire face. I have just taken a little bit and it's almost done, so I don't think I'll need the rest of it. This is actually a very high coverage foundation and you don't need much. The best thing about this foundation is that it doesn't leave you cakey and you don't feel like you are wearing heavy foundation. It does not feel thick on your skin. I'm bringing it down on my neck because your neck can't look like a different, can't look different from your face. So otherwise it will look like a mask. So remember to do that. Also blend in around your hairline. Blend in very nicely around your hairline. I really don't need any more, so that's kind of a waste. Just do the blending very well. Okay, once you've done that, you can move on to concealer. I'm going to use the MAC concealer. Just use your ring finger, put a little on your ring finger and just place it in the inner corner of your eyes. Place some on the outer corner. Some on the sides of the nose. because we all tend to have a little bit of darkness around these areas. I also have some darkness around the mouth. Then if you have any spots or anything which you need to conceal, you can put some there also. Then with the pointy side of the beauty blender, I will blend this. So that there are no harsh lines. Once I have blended that in, I'm going to set this quickly, and for this I'm going to use the Maybelline Master Fix Setting Powder. So this is translucent powder. I'm taking a little on a Real Technique brush, and I am just pushing the powder just where we tend to sweat the most, so which is under your eye. I'm not really doing a full-fledged baking or anything, just pushing in some powder over there around my mouth. And now I'm just going to allow this to be there, and I will now do my brows. So for my brows, I'll be using a spoolie and an eyebrow pencil. This is a Maybelline eyebrow pencil and a spoolie. So first I'll brush out my eyebrows and then brush them down. Then I'll fill up the gaps. And I'll brush it up. And then I'll fill up the gaps below. And I'll brush it again so that it doesn't look too much. So I've done my other eyebrow also off camera. So once my eyebrow is done, I'm moving on to some blush on. For this, I'm going to use the Benefit Gogo Tint. Now the reason why I'm using a tint is because it tends to stay longer, and because it's not a cream kind of a blusher, it does not make your skin oily too. Now I need to work really fast with this one, so I'll kind of place it just on one cheek and quickly work with my fingers. You can decide on the intensity. Go slow first. I want to go a little more, so put a little more now. This actually stays for a very long time, and this flush will remain on your cheeks even at the end of the day. Now moving on to the next one. Now I place it again on the next cheek. This is actually very pigmented and it dries out really fast, so you really need to work fast with it. I'm just putting some of it which is left on my fingers and my chin and my forehead, just to tie it together. Now I'm going to take a very little bit on my finger, like just a little bit, and then I'm going to put it on both sides of my nose. This is just to give it a sun-kissed kind of a look. So with this, I'm also kind of dabbing away that excess powder which was there under my eyes and on my T-zone. Now moving on to the eyes, I'm really not going to do much. I'm going to use a colored eye pencil. This one is a NYX eye pencil and it's in green, kind of matching my green outfit. So I'll first go on the top. I'm drawing out a thin line and I'm winging it out. Now I've done the other eye also, just like that. So basically I have just used this pencil to draw a wing shaped eyeliner on both my eyelids. Now I will use a black eyeliner. This is the Lakme Eyeconic one, and I'm just going to draw a very thin line on my lower lash line. So kind of on my waterline actually. You may not want to bring it in the entire way. Okay, once that is done, I'll also tight line my upper line. Okay, now that I have tight lined both my lower and upper waterline, I'm going to move on to mascara. I'm using the Maybelline Total Temptation mascara. Okay, before that, let me just curl my eyelashes. So I'm just using an eyelash curler. I'm going to hold it there for 10 seconds, no more than 10 seconds. Similar thing I'll do on the other eye. So once you're done curling your eyelashes, you move on to the mascara. You just put the mascara at the base of your eyelashes, get it wedged on there, and then wiggle it up. That way it really opens up the eyelashes. And avoids creating clumps on the eyelashes. Okay. Okay, once I have done the eyelashes, I can probably do a second coat, but before that, let me go and do my lower lash line eyelashes. So now I can put on another coat on my upper eyelashes. Okay, now we are almost done. I'm moving on to a lip tint. So I'm using that same gogo tint. I'm going to put it on my lips. I'm going to blend it in with my fingers. Now you can leave it like this, or you can top it up with a lip color. So I'm going to leave it like this and just use a lip liner. I'm kind of fading in that color on my lips so that it looks natural. Now the last but one step is putting on a fixing spray. That's very, very important during summer. Now this is the Maybelline Lasting Fix. So I'll just shake it well. Now the spray of this one is not very fine, the misting. So I'll need to kind of settle it in with my beauty blender. Now for the final step, and this is optional, I'll be using some highlighter. So I'm going to use the Sugar highlighter palette. These are the colors in the palette. I'm going to go with the goldy one on this side. So I'm using that same brush and not using a fresh brush, and just dabbing it on the high points of my face. This is really subtle and not very blinding kind of a highlighter. Some on the tip of my nose, little bit on my cupid bow. There, so that's it. I'm done. So that was today's video. Hope you liked it. If you like my video, please do like, share and subscribe, and also please do hit on the bell icon below to be notified about all my future updates. Thank you, and I'll see you next week. Bye.